Feel the magic under Keely's light. Hook in hand, we're gonna start today. Hook in love will show the way.
Hello, it's Keely from Hook in Love, and this week's stitch of the week is a 3D wave stitch. So, I think you probably can see a little better on this lighter sample. So, can you see we have this beautiful textured 3D, it almost looks like pockets as we're going down. It's reversible, so it looks the same on either side, and this is what we're going to make today. I've done this in an acrylic. I think this hook was too large for the acrylic. I think it needs to be done on a slightly tighter hook. Done it in cotton. I'm going to show you it on an acrylic double knit as well. So to start off with, for this 3D wave stitch, I am using a double knit acrylic, and I'm also using a, I'm not using a 4.5mm hook, let me get a different hook. And I'm also using a, there we go, 3.5, oh, I'm not sure how easily you can see that. That's a 3.5mm hook anyway. And we are going to start by putting a slip knot on, and we are doing multiples of 3. So for this sample size, I'm going to do multiples of 3, so I'm going to do 21. So there we are, that's our 21 done. And what we're going to do 2 rows as a setup row, or a setup rows, should I say. You will go into the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3 into this 4th chain. So we've got a chain 3 that will start as our first stitch. So in UK terms, it'll be trebles. In UK terms, it'll be doubles. So I'm going to make a UK treble, UK double in that 4th one. Chain 3 counts as a stitch, and then I'm going to crochet all the way down, all with a US double, UK treble. So I will come back shortly. You pause the video if you need to, and when I come back, we'll be starting on our 2nd row. Now, I am back and I have done my setup row 1. We're going to do setup row 2 next. So you have a choice now. You can either chain 3 and turn, and that chain 3 is going to start as your first stitch, or you can turn and do a standing double crochet or a standing treble in the UK terms, entirely up to you. I'm going to do a standing stitch. If you're not sure how to do a standing stitch, I do have that on my videos. If you can't find it, just ask me and I'll tag you in it if I'm able to. So there's my standing stitch, and in this next stitch, so if you've done a chain 3, that will count as your first stitch there, and in the next stitch I'm again going to do US doubles, UK trebles, and I'm placing 3 of them all into the same stitch. So 1, 2 and 3. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3 chains. I'm going to skip 2, so 1, 2, and in that 3rd one I'm going to place another 3 stitches, exactly the same stitches. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to chain 3 again. We're going to repeat this process. So 1, 2, and then in that one, so the 3rd one along, 3 stitches. So just getting some yarn. So 1, 2, 3, chain 3, skip 2, so 1, 2, and then 3 stitches in that 3rd one. I'm going to do that right till the end, more or less. So I'm skipping 2, I'm going into that one, and I'm putting 3. Okay, going to put a double crochet or a US double UK treble, and I'm actually going to pop that into the top of the chain 3, just so that it sits itself proud. And you'll notice there's no chain 3 space after that set of 3. So either end doesn't have a chain 3 space between, either end doesn't have a chain 3 space between the first stitch and the first set of 3. Okay, so that is our row 2, which is the second row of the setup. We're going to go on to row 3, which is actually now the pattern that you're going to make pretty much until you've almost finished. You will have one last row to make, but that's where we're up to. That's what we're up to so far. Now again, you get the choice. Are you going to do a chain 3 or a standing stitch? Entirely up to you, but again, I'm going to choose to do a standing stitch. Now, so this is the pattern proper. So I've done a standing stitch, which is here for this first one. I've then got the set of 3 stitches, and I am now going to, in this third stitch, I'm going to do 3 front post double crochets, or 3 front post treble crochets if you're using UK terms. I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going around the post. So I'm going between the second and third post, and then I'm bringing the hook back almost as if it was coming back to the front. Then I'm yarning over and pulling that behind the post, and then I'm yarning over and pulling through 2, and yarning over, pulling through 2. So I'm making a normal stitch, but just around the post. If you haven't done a front post double crochet, again, there are videos on that if you want to go and practice that first, but that's what we're going to do. So again, yarn over, I'm going between the second and third stitch, I'm going around the post and bringing my hook back up. I'm not going behind it and pulling it like that. I am going like that and pulling it through. I'm just giving it a little bit of height, and then making a standard stitch, standard double crochet. I'm going to do that 3 times. So I'm more or less repeating the pattern from row 2, except for when I do the 3 stitches, they're for all front post stitches. So chain 3, and then we're going to do that 3 again. So you can see you've got 1, 2, this is the third one, so we're going to go in between the second and third, back out the side, and make our 3 stitches there. Okay, so that's another 3. And you'll see it starts to sort of like creates almost a slight, almost like a little fan. So chain 3, and the same again. And chain 3, and the same again. So 3 front post doubles in US terms, or 3 front post trebles in UK terms, same stitch. That's the third one. And again, I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to go around. Two and 3. I'm going to chain 3, and then I've got that last set of 3 there because that's a standalone stitch. So I'm going to carry on and put my 3 into that last one, in that set of 3, not the last stitch, just to be clear. Sorry, my yarn doesn't want to come. And then I'm going to place one last US double UK treble, and that's going into the top. So that's, as you can see, that's the last stitch that I've just gone into, and I want to go into the actual last stitch, which is this here. So I'm going into there and I'm making my last stitch. This is what we're looking like. It doesn't look like much just yet, but you can see it's definitely creating that sort of like almost pocket effect. So we'll do another one together because we're now going to repeat that same thing. So again, you're either going to chain 3 or do a standing double. I'm just grabbing some more yarn. I feel like I spend the majority of my videos saying, I'll just grab some more yarn. I thought I'd wound off quite a bit. So I'm turning and I'm going to do my standing stitch. It's a nice rhythm to this, or at least I find it a nice rhythm. So again, I am not doing a chain between these. I'm going straight in now. Can you see? You want to make sure you're using the right stitch because these are starting to twist a little bit, almost like, I say, a fan or like a spiral staircase. I'm going to put 3 into there. So I do feel like they're slightly differently placed on this, but doing this is what gives them this 3D effect. So I've done a chain 3, then this is my next set of 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going into that one. But once you've got the front post under your belt, this should feel a nice easy flow because you are just repeating the same thing over and over again. And it's all in 3s as well, apart from the very last stitches. But there's a nice, oh, sorry, I'm giving you a bit of a shake there. There's a nice repetition to this. All of my ladies in class enjoyed this one. I don't think there's anybody that didn't enjoy it. So, just didn't quite get around that properly. Okay, and we're at the last set now. So again, I'm going to do 3 front post stitches, and then we are going to not make our chain because we're right at the end. We're just going to place the stitch in the top of that front post from below, which is just there. Sort of it twists on itself a little bit, but go on to both loops. There we go, that's it. So now you are going to repeat that. So you're going to repeat row 3 as many times as you want until it's the desired length. What I'm going to do now is show you what row 4 would look like. So this is the row where you are finishing off, and it's really simple. But at the minute we've got more stitches within our actual work than we started with, and of course what that's going to do, you can see it sort of like opens it out a little bit. We want to bring that back in, so this is how we're going to do that. So this is row 4, again chain 3 or standing stitch, and we're going to start off in exactly the same way. So we're going to go into the 3rd stitch and do our 3 front post stitches. So 1, 2 and 3, and then instead of chaining 3 we're going to miss those chain 3s out and go straight into the next section and do our next set of 3 front post stitches. And again, no chains, directly into the next one. This pulls this all together. This won't give you a true representation of it. I'll show you the others again in a second so you can see how it'll look when you've got a little bit more on it. So again, no chain, straight into that. Oh. straight across again. Three, then the last set of 3 before we do our final stitch. And so I've got 3 there, and I am just going to my standing stitch and making sure I go into the right place, which is there. Okay. Can you see how that now brings that all in? So it's looking sort of straight at the sides and it's not starting to flow out. Now for me, that's the end of the stitch as is, but for me I would want to match up my bottom to my top, and I would end up going through and going into each stitch with another US double, UK treble. You of course can do that if you wish to or not, it's entirely up to you, but I think that's just how I am. So if we have a look at these, you can see, so this is in cotton, so this is an Aran cotton, so this double knit acrylic with a 3.5mm hook, and that sort of lavender colour. This mint colour is in an Aran cotton, really soft cotton. This is the Yarn Smith's Create cotton in Aran, and this was with a 4.5mm hook. And then this is a Stylecraft Aran in green, and I actually used I want to say it's a 5.5 on this one. It was a 5.5 on this one, and I just felt this was a bit too loose. And I wasn't loving how this worked. I prefer it with a slightly tighter stitch. It has got holes, so even though when you look at this here now it's looking fairly dense, it actually has got holes. So I just want you to be mindful of that, because whilst this would make a lovely looking blanket, for babies, they're going to get the fingers pushed through. I mean, they're quite big holes, but they're still going to get the fingers caught in them, or the toes. So be aware of that. I do think if you made it lacier and used it as a shawl or a wrap, it would look divine. But that is the 3D wave stitch. I would love to know what you decide to do with it, and I'd love to see them if you're able to share them with me on social media. But otherwise, please subscribe for more stitch videos, and I hope you enjoyed that. You take care and happy hooking.